Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Miners Baseball. We're bringing you today's game from Lee Jordan Field as the Miners take on the Chugiak Eagle-River Chinooks in their first road game of the 2021 season. This time, I'm Sean Neef on the play-by-play. Alongside me is my partner, Reese Lannon, and we're excited to bring you today's game in this gorgeous setting. The rolling mountains in the background, all the greenery showing, and it is just beautiful out today.
Yeah, it really is. There's not really a more picturesque view that you can get. Green mountains going all the way up through right center, and then in left field just a big hill with a lot of trees. So yeah, it's a gorgeous setting out here.
Play ball!
And Reese, today we get to see one of the Miners lefties on the mound as the big California native Lance Santier receives the nod for the start. What can you tell me about Santier?
Well, Santier is going to come at you with a fastball as well as a slider, which is 77 to 80 miles an hour. Cutter 80 to 83, changeup 82 to 84. His fastball goes high 80s. He'll touch 90, 91 occasionally. He's a young pitcher in terms of his development, but he's rounded. Really rounded guy. He keeps his ERA kind of in the middle. Will strike out some guys. He's at kind of the same scenario that Joe Williams, who came in relief last night for the Miners, is, and the fact that his college in California didn't play baseball in 2021 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So obviously he's a bit behind on just real game action, and we saw Williams kind of struggle that first inning he came in yesterday. I mean, it's their first time playing real competitive baseball in almost 12 months, 14 months?
Yeah, it's been a while for a lot of pitchers, for sure. And to say the least, Justin Estrada, the 5'8" pitcher for the Chinooks, on the mound today with the starting. Also in a similar situation, transferred from Mount San Antonio. No recorded stats so far in a collegiate career, but he's going to demonstrate why he's earned the second start of the season so far. The Chinooks won their first game of the year against the Glacier Pilots, and they're looking to make it 2-0 here. The Miners definitely looking to make cleaner play in the field this time.
Yeah, they had, I believe, what was it, 3 errors last night?
We had four errors,
yeah.
3 at shortstop alone.
Yeah, Jared Sweeney really struggled out there. He's obviously not a natural shortstop, but hopefully they'll get better production out of there. And looking at the Miners lineup, as I'll go through this, leading off will be Josh Mrozek. He's playing third base. Batting second at shortstop, it's Jared Sweeney. Batting third in right field, it's Casey Rother. Batting fourth, it's Mike Ferreira. He's in left field. Batting fifth behind the plate, Kevin Nakamura. Batting sixth in designated hitting, Sam Thompson. Batting seventh at first base, Nick Sorelli. Batting eighth in center field, Ricky Nunez. And batting ninth, Kyle Landers at second base.
And here we see the first pitch to Mrozek. He's going to tap that one right back to the pitcher. Might be an underhand assist, and that's going to be the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's a quick way to have your first at-bat go down.
Yeah, a little tapper. I'll get you the Chugiak defensive alignment now for the Chinooks.
Shortstop, number 28, Gerard.
For the Chinooks, in left field, it's Johnny Graham. In center, it's Will Batts. In right, it is Colby Ferris. Infield left to right at third base, it's Leo Harris. Over at shortstop, it's John Mark Mullins. At second base, it is Patty McCormick. Over at first, it's Joseph Keel. Behind the plate is Matt Magno.
And what a shot that time on the second pitch from Sweeney, but not a lot of movement necessary that time from Batts. He can just take a few steps back and put that one away for an easy fly out. And only 3 pitches, 2 batters down so far for the Miners. They're going to turn to their big man, Casey Rother, to try and get something going on this one. They had plenty of bats to go around in the first game for the Miners, but they just couldn't seem to put together the stretch they needed at the end. That one's going to be a bit of a late release on the fastball. Good ability to block it, get the ball in his mid. Going to be a 1-0 count now to Rother. Trying to make it avoid a 1-2-3 inning.
Rother had 2-0 now. Rother last night had a couple of hard hit balls.
And plenty of power to work with. This time he's going to see what he can get. This one's going to be a 3-0 count now. That one goes by. Backstop isn't nearly as far back as it is at Herman Brothers, but still plenty of potential to create some opportunities with that. Rother now just looking to be the first man on base tonight. Could be with this next pitch. Estrada puts that one right down the heart. Taking it looking, was hoping for some less control from Estrada, but now it's going to stand at 3-1. Estrada not wasting any time. This one's going to be on the inside. This one's going to send Rother to first. And the Miners have their first base runner of the game. And right now they are heading down to Mike Ferrara.
Number 36, Mike
Ferrara, also one of the top three that definitely, he's in the cleanup position for a reason. He has a lot of power behind him, but couldn't manage to put together anything in last game. Still with a 0-0 average, no hits in the season so far, as that one's going to be a bit high.
Yeah, Estrada's very, very small guy by pitcher standards, 5'8", 160. He's got kind of a quick release to him. Throws moderately hard.
That one's high as well, going to make it a 2-0 count now. And the Miners are just sitting back at this point. They got aggressive on the first two at-bats, but they really want to take control of these now by letting him do damage to himself, to say the least.
Force him to throw a strike.
And he does just that in response. Estrada now making it a bit more even, a 2-1 count standing now for Ferrara. And you know Ferrara wants to get his first hit of the season with the ABL. That one's going to be another strike, a bit of a changeup. Pulled the string on him there and made him look. Now going to be a 2-2 count. Chance to end this inning with the next pitch.
Ferrara even here. It's probably looking fastball.
Looking to go through a top of the inning, but that one's going to be a fit outside the fastball. Bit low, outside. Good take there by Ferrara, being able to just sit back on that. All of these power hitters, they seem to crowd the plate, but they also have a good eye. They've been able to gather plenty of walks so far, and that one's going to be low. Another walk, back-to-back now for Estrada. And you have man on first and second for the Miners, and they're going to be bringing up their next batter, who's going to be the fan favorite, Kevin Nakamura. Nakamura, of course, hit the 3-run bomb, the only home run of the game between the Bucks and the Miners last night. Took it on his first pitch, and also got another sac fly later in that game. Nakamura looking to advance more runners in scoring position right now.
Yeah, with the runner on the move there, I was surprised he went breaking ball.
That one's going to be a bit outside, really trying to force heat past him. Surprisingly, no need for a double play, no need for anything low to try and force that. You have one out remaining, just need to focus on the batter in front of you. Nakamura now stands at a 1-0 count. That one's going to be a strike. Nakamura hoping a bit more outside, but he was able to straighten it up, get it on the low outside corner.
First and second here, both runners generous leads off the bags. Nobody really covering.
No real reason to worry about that. Nakamura with a nice smack. That one's going to drop in. They're going to send him home. And he's going to score another RBI for Kevin Nakamura.
Casey Roth, they're moving around the bags. No hesitation there. Third base coach over there, Coach Casey, was sending him all the way. And the Miners take the lead early. Yeah, playing deep out there in left field was the Chugiak left fielder, Graham, and he just really had no shot.
And just another reason to join the fan club of Kevin Nakamura, delivering on a game-to-game basis, and he does not need much to get it done. He'll send it deep, he'll bloop it into left, he'll get men across the plate. And now he's going to set up Sam Thompson, played catcher last night. Today he's playing the DH role. He's going to swap with Nakamura, it seems, for this time, and switch in the rotation as well. Thompson taking a ball there, 1-0 count now.
Yeah, Thompson last night, he was more known for the glove. He made two outstanding defensive plays early. Also knocked in a run with a double.
A nice shot there. Bounced out of the glove, but plenty of time to gather himself. Step on first and end the inning. 1 run scored for the Miners. Took little time to get onto the board.
The Miners, 1 run coming in to score on 1 base hit.
Now, as we prepare for the bottom of the first, we get to get excited about Lance Santier. Not many lefties on this Miners roster right now. Honestly, only 3 so far listed on the official roster, and Santier maybe the only starter of the three, but he has plenty of potential. Looking back, obviously he only has 1 year with Delta Community College to get any college stats, but if you look back at his high school stats and look at that 2018 season, 0.42 ERA is an absolutely disgusting stat to look at. Not to mention striking out over 100 batters in 63.2 innings. He's the real deal. Obviously, he hasn't had the chance to play in a while, but if he could knock off the rust early, he could go deep into this game.
Yeah, Santier, obviously the California junior college ranks are very big for college baseball. Tons of MLB draft picks every year from there. Big time players in Major League Baseball out of there. And Santier, he's part of that group. He's trending to maybe even get picked in July's draft. We'll see how that sorts out. Obviously this year, with COVID-19, it kind of affected that, but he's got good stuff. Left-hander, projectable, 6'1". He's a good thrower. He knows what he's doing out there on the mound. He just has kind of that quiet demeanor about him, and he's a guy who's going to get stuff done. He's really Today to bring it against Chugiak, who has a lot of smaller hitters, not a lot of power guys in this Chugiak lineup. Today he doesn't have to be perfect, but he has to hit his spots. He doesn't want to make mistake pitches and allow them to hit the balls in the gaps and let those guys get running, because they do have a lot of speed. Chugiak has a ton of speed actually on the roster, just not a ton of power. So if you're Santier today, I think you can try to just rely on the fastball, overpower him, get weak contact, and I think he'll be okay.
And as we prepare to get ready for the Chinooks home squad to pull up for their first at-bats of the game, gotta look back, they didn't get too many hits in their last game for their win, only about 5 hits, but they did have 0 errors on the defensive side. They definitely seem more solid on the infield than you could say for the Miners in their last one. But when you look at their top 3 from the last game, Will Batts, 4 at-bats, 0 hits. John Mark Mullins, 2 at-bats, 1 hit. Not much of a sample size there, but still able to deliver. And of course, Matt Magno, 4 at-bats, 1 hit. You might recognize that name, Magno.
Yeah, Matt Magno. I actually watched his brother play a lot at Ohio State. Left-handed pitcher Andrew Magno helped lead the Ohio State Buckeyes to the Big Ten title in 2019. He was drafted by the Detroit Tigers in the later rounds of the 2019 MLB draft, and I believe he's in low A right now with the Lakeland Flying Tigers. But yeah, he's got a bloodline.
Now we get to see Will Batts, seeing if he can live up to his namesake, but that one's going to be a bit outside. Santier starts his day off with a ball. Batts now looking at a 1-0 count. Batts ready for his second pitch. Gets under that one, pops it up high. Time to run underneath of it. Rosen couldn't quite get over there though. That one's going to fall harmlessly to the ground. Going to be a 1-1 count now. Definitely got the head of that one, but just a bit underneath. Made it a bit of a dangerous situation. Rosen, luckily for Batts, could not get over there to make the play.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of foul ground here to at Lee Jordan Field. Not as much as Herman Brothers Field specifically behind the plate, but there's still quite a bit in foul territory.
Now Batts preparing for the third pitch of this at-bat. That one goes right down, looked like the inside. Wasn't expecting maybe a bit of an in call, but he got the strike there. Now a 1-2 count. Santier, opportunity to put away the first batter of the day. Santier got him swinging on that one as he takes the walk of shame back to the dugout. Batts now first out of the game. Santier starts his day off with a K. Definitely what he wanted to see after a lack of control from senior pitchers yesterday for the Miners.
Yeah, Santier came with that left-handed, or the slider from the left side, and obviously a lefty like Batts. That's a dangerous pitch if you can locate it off the outside edge. Took a little bit off it, and perfect pitch.
Now Santier facing a righty. And that one's going to just chip off the inside and roll over to the Miners dugout. John Mark Mullins, 1 for 2 on the year, looking to make it 2 for 3. Santier looking to send him in the opposite direction as he gets ready for his own windup. Santier, a bit more of an off-speed changeup there.
That foul ball brought to you by
Made him
Edward
almost
Jones,
check,
financial advisor
just kind of
Gavin
locate the
Reed.
ball down low. But now 2 foul balls means 2 strikes, and now it's an 0-2 count. Opportunity to put away another with strikes. Mullins now going to be a bit more defensive, probably looking to get into more of a defensive opportunity. Not really looking for as much power, just wants to make sure he can get safely. Tried to feed him on the outside, see if he would chase a bit, but good eye there by Mullins.
Just off the edge there. Good pitch by Santier.
Definitely locating very well so far for these first two batters. If he could keep that going, that could be absolutely huge. Another ball there.
Yeah, Santier. He hasn't really gone to the breaking ball too much. Look out, maybe he'll drop one in here. Right-handed hitting John Mark Mullins.
And he gets him again swinging. That one was a bit more movement on it. You could see the cutter biting on him. That's 2 down swinging. Santier's looking to strike out the side with his next batter. Matt Magno, the catcher for the Chinooks.
Yeah, Magno, he goes to Northwood University, which is Midland, Michigan. Kind of like the city name, middle of Michigan. He had a huge year this year at Northwood, who's a very good D2 program. 353 batter, 9 homers, 52 RBIs.
That's very strong numbers from Magno. Only opportunity to bring an RBI right now is if he gets a homer himself, but Santier definitely seems to be the one with leverage in this inning so far. He's going to pop that one off, goes over the fence behind him to the right, makes it now a 1-1 count.
Yeah, Magno's shorter guy. He's got a quick, fluid swing.
Not a lot of movement necessary from the defensive side for the Miners. Santier definitely seems to be in control. Tried to get him with more of that changeup, but just good eye to locate that one going a bit outside around the middle of the zone. Santier again winds up. He's really liking that off-speed pitch, and it works for that one. That's going to be strike 2, evens up the count at 2-2. Opportunity to end the first inning and keep his team in the lead.
When you can throw that pitch for strikes, it's going to be a tough day at the plate for opposing hitters.
And that one's going to be popped over. Going to be an easy ground out. Second, first, and they are out of the inning without any damage done. Going 1-2-3, 2 strikeouts by Santier. The Miners are looking strong today, and we will be right back with more Miners action here at Jordan Lee Field right after this. And we are back here at Jordan Lee Field to begin inning number 2. And it's going to begin with a ball with Nick Sorelli, the first baseman, up to bat. Sorelli, a powerful bat. Didn't necessarily get under a lot yesterday, but he's got a good eye right now for all these low pitches. Able to lay off of the first 2 there.
Yeah, Sorelli's a big bat. He can really mash given the chance.
Speaking of mashing, tried to get a hold of that one. It's just going to pull a bit left, making the count
That
now
ball brought to you by
2-1.
Chepo's Mexican Restaurants.
And you can hear the crowd giving response for the PA call. Sorelli now staring at a 2-2, trying to avoid going down, looking or swinging in this first one, and at least extend the bat. He gets on that one, but it's going to fall again past the foul line, this time on the right side.
Other games today at 2 p.m. The Anchorage Glacier Pilots are hosting, or rather, the Anchorage Bucks are hosting the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. Same city, same stadium. They're both there today at 2 p.m.
That one's going to be another one. Try to get him with a bit more of a slider action on the outside. Plenty of great takes from both sides of the batters so far. Everyone really seems to have a good eye. And he is really making him work for this at-bat.
That foul ball brought to you by
Sorelli popping that out of play.
It's going to be now the 7th pitch in this at-bat. And Sorelli just keeps fouling it off.
Yeah, Sorelli's loving it right now.
Say, anything you give me, I'll give right back.
Yeah. Big guy, he can hit, but he's got a good eye at the plate too. He had a 394 on base this spring at St. John's.
Sorelli now ready for the 8th pitch. Gets on that one again.
Another foul ball. Yeah, Sorelli last night played in the 7th spot. This is the same exact order for the minors, besides flip-flopping Kevin Nakamura into the catcher role and Sam Thompson at DH. But Sorelli last night, 4 at-bats, 1 hit. He struck out a couple times. His hit was into left center opposite field.
Keep him going, big man Sorelli.
Yeah, Sorelli is all over it right now. He's seeing it. This is going to be the 10th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Estrada's thrown a ton of pitches already.
You try to get maybe 10 pitches for an inning if you have a good one. This one's coming from a single batter. And he gets under that one. He's going to fall it. What would be near the warning track.
Wow.
Just
That
had to
went right to the 400 sign.
Right up onto the yellow trim to take that one away. Regardless of that outcome, it felt like Sorelli won that at-bat.
Yeah, 11 pitches. Tough result, but he hit it hard. That's a home run at Herman Brothers.
Now batting for the minors, center fielder number 14, Ricky Nunez.
Now we got the speedy center fielder, Ricky Nunez, coming in. Had him for a pregame interview yesterday. He got his first hit that he was looking for. Has yet to get his second. That one's going to be a bit of a check swing. It's going to be a strike on the first pitch there. Nunez now pops that one's going to go foul again, making it an 0-2 count now.
By Northwest Carpet Company.
Yeah, Estrada on the mound, trying just to get a quick out here. He's got him in an 0-2 hole. He's got some strikeout put away stuff.
Estrada now, 3rd pitch. That one's going high. That one's going swinging, and Nunez walks back to the minors' dugout.
Another K for Nunez.
A great bounce back by Estrada after going for 10 pitches and what looked like it could have been going yard to the playground behind center field. He's able to get a 3-pitch strikeout to Nunez and put him at the bottom of the batting order with Kyle Landers. Kyle Landers doesn't have a hit yet on the year.
Yeah, Landers 0 for 3 last night. He did have a sack bunt, though.
And that one going to be a strike on the low outside corner of the first pitch. Isn't going to get the call the second time around, though. 1-1 count now. Landers got under that one, but he keeps sending it over towards the left side foul.
One-two here on Landers. Top of the order due up next. Top of the order would be the leadoff hitter, Josh Morozek.
And he's going to take that one looking not happy about it, but Landers is going to have to take it on the chin, walking back to his dugout again. A 1-2-3 inning after what looked like it could have been a long one, but that's going to send the Miners back to their dugout and bring their defense back onto the field. Santier, he's also looked pretty solid. He looked like he could have easily done the same thing. Went through 3 batters by himself in the top of the first. Looking if he can carry that over. Keep that
a good first inning.
K9 ratio up.
Yeah, struck out 2. Almost struck out the third. Was unable to, but yeah, he's got good stuff. And if you can throw that breaking ball for strikes, like I said, I mean, you can go deep into games.
What's really impressed me is his location on his fastball. People often say the low fastball with a good location could be one of the best pitches in the game, and he seems to really have control over it right now. You can even see him just warming up reps. He looks solid.
Yeah, he really does.
And we will be right back with the Chinooks in the bottom of the second inning for their at-bat. And Tier strike out the third for the game. That one's going to be a high pitch, though. Starting this one 1-0. Santier definitely seems to be calm and collected, bringing that one down. Look for another breaking ball, but he definitely got a good read on it. He put the barrel on the ball, just took it a bit too far to the left.
That ball brought to you by Scott Bleeker of Prime Lending.
1-1 count here on the first baseman for the Chinooks.
Santier now beginning the windup. Takes that one looking, didn't think it was going to get on the right side of the zone, but able to make it curve in with that cutter again. Dangerous movement.
Yeah, Keel, this spring he's a Lawson State. He's from Lawson State Community College. He transferred from there over to UAB. Santier thought he had him there.
He really did. So did the dugout. You could hear the roars coming. It's a very active crowd. You can love the relationship that you hear the crowd and the PA have, and there seems to be a calm response on almost every single one of their moves. It's a chip on that one again, but it's going to keep pulling it to his left.
That all brought to you by Chepo's Mexican Restaurants.
2-2 here on Joseph Keel. He really struggled at the plate this year for UAB after transferring over. UAB has a lot of Lawson State transfers on their roster, actually.
He gets a good connection on that one. Nunez is going to get there and get the second out of this inning. Someone who says he hasn't played a lot of center field, Nunez sure looks like a natural out there, especially with that diving catch yesterday.
He made a great catch last night, sprawling out in left center field, and it took away a run. The Miners ended up losing that game 7-5, but without that catch, it would have been 8-5 very easily with one less out. That was a fantastic play.
Now you're going to see the sixth batter of the game. It's going to be Johnny Graham, left fielder, and he wants everything of that. Santier just absolutely pulls the string on him there. Already at 0-1. He has a chance to go 1-2-3 in back-to-back innings.
Santier trying to bear down here.
Able to just get the top of that
one.
Ball
brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor.
Now 0-2.
Yeah, Santier's got him right where he wants him. 3 strikeouts already, looking for 4. All of them have been swinging, too. Chinooks are out there to swing.
They see where he's placing it in the zone. Hard to lay off, but that one's going to be another one swinging. Make it 4 for Lance Santier. 4 Ks behind that man's name. He absolutely looks dominant as we move into the third inning now. We will be right back here for more Miners baseball after a short break.
Third baseman, number 8, Josh Morozic.
And we are back for the third inning of this great matchup so far. Honestly, seems more like a defensive duel after that first inning by the Miners. But back at the top of the lineup, Morozic tried to get a bit of a drag bunt there. Just couldn't quite keep it fair. Bit of an interesting leadoff to this at-bat, but puts him now at an 0-1.
Morozic is super speedy. He got one down. He got a hit yesterday doing it. He's not afraid to do it.
Definitely has the speed. Got a stolen base yesterday as well. I believe the only stolen base for the Miners. Wants to get every bit of that, though. He's caught with a bit of a breaking ball. Now 0-2. Morozic just absolutely trying to be as aggressive as possible after that bunt. Goes down swinging on that one, and that's going to be the first out of the inning for the Chinooks.
Now batting for the Miners, shortstop, number 28, Gerard Sweeney.
That one's going to be a bit low. Sweeney knew immediately, took a step back from the box.
Yeah, Sweeney trying to get something together. Still without a hit. 0 for 5.
All it takes is one solid pitch. Sweeney thought it would be that one, but it's going to go foul. Luckily for him, that was about to be one of the easiest tags of the game for the first baseman. But instead, he gets another chance. No out for Joseph Keel in this one. Sweeney gets another opportunity in this 1-1 count.
Yeah, Sweeney's got a lot of power to his swing. It'll just take one for him.
Not going to be that desperate to fish outside, though. Lays off on that bit of sliding action. That one, bit low. Arguable call, but he's going to get it going, and now it's going to be a 2-2 count for Estrada. Already has 2 strikeouts on the game. One swinging, one looking. He's going to get his first hit of the season. Sweeney finally just squeaks it past McCormick at second, and he's able to finally get on base and give the Miners another runner. We all know what happened last time. They got 2 on base, and Rother was the one that ran across the plate after getting on with a walk, looking to do possibly the same or advance Sweeney even further along the base path.
Yeah, he's got a big bat. Rother, it just takes one for him, too. These Lehigh boys, they can hit.
That one's going to be high. Hoping to deceive him with a bit of breaking action, but that one's just stayed high.
No. no action until the third in the pen for the Chinooks, but now there's a right-hander up and throwing. As Sweeney gets checked back to first.
Not much of a leadoff at all at first. Now just standing basically right on top of the bag. Rother gonna take that one swinging. Now 1-1. Like you said, they got so much power behind them. It's almost like every single one they swing is an A swing.
Yeah, we saw an A swing from the 7-hitter in the order, Nick Sorelli, earlier, and he didn't quite get it. Missed it by literally about a foot. But yeah, I mean, he showed the ability to swing it, and I'm sure that in the box right now, Casey Rother knows that.
Now Rother able to see that one away again. Sweeney almost got called there, able to retreat just in time. Aggressiveness from Magnow behind home plate.
Yeah, Magno's certainly not afraid to throw it down there.
Maybe he watched some of those Sam Thompson highlights from last night's game and decided to try something himself. Just not as much of a beamer there. And now Rother's going to get under that one, but it's going to keep going foul to the right. Absolutely gorgeous day. Like we mentioned earlier, the hill on the left side, not just for scenery. You can see some fans using it for their own seat, get a better view, and maybe hoping to collect some home run balls.
Yeah, there's some people up there. I don't know if I would climb that myself. That's pretty steep up there, and it's pretty dead up there, but there's some up there.
Rother gets under that one too, but it's going to fall right into the outfielders. Mitt Ferris is going to be able to pull that one in on a fly out. It's going to be the second out of the inning. Now he's going to be bringing up Ferrara. Ferrara got on base last time with a walk, but still hitless so far in the minors 2021 season.
Yeah, Ferrara walked last time up and got up to second base on that RBI hit by Nakamura, but no more.
Able to get some solid contact on that one. Going to be throwing all the way across. What a throw by Leo Harris. Able to get him out just in time. Some solid infield play, and that one's going to keep all the runs off the board. It's going to be a quick inning for the Miners, but they are going to be seeing their stud back on the mound after our break, Lance Santier. Stay tuned for that.
Pete Fullerton.
And welcome back for the bottom of the third, starting out with a strong bat. Pete Fullerton, the DH for the Chinooks, looking to be the first one to really take control against Santier.
Yeah, lefty Pete Fullerton at the dish for the Chinooks. He plays in the infield usually, utility guy more so. He goes to the University of Alabama, Birmingham, another junior college transfer from there, this time from Jefferson Community College.
Fullerton seemed to have a lot of the same issues that we saw from Leland Wilson last night in the DH position. 3 at-bats, 2 strikeouts. Really wanted to get the ball in the bat. Seems to be a bit smarter this time. We're going to hear a time called on this one before the third pitch, as you could see him back out of the box.
Yeah, ball got away from the bullpen down there. We saw that last night, too. Ball
Yeah,
right
that was
onto
on
the
the minor
field.
side,
So
though.
bullpen catchers, they're warming up like everybody else.
First strike of this at-bat now is going to be a 2-1 count.
Yeah, Santerre looks really locked in. I mean, even when he's not in control of the breaking ball, he can get that fastball by you, and he has control of the breaking ball today.
With loss of control there, low and outside. It's going to be ball 3. Opportunity for his first walk of the game. Coming from the DH, not necessarily the person you'd expect to take all these balls. He's going to get a 4th one there. They finally have their first base runner of the game, Pate Fullerton, going to head to first and parade proudly after his walk.
Yeah, it's going to be Patty McCormick now. McCormick from Northern Illinois University, was an everyday starter this year. He struggled in the average department. Really small guy, 5'7", 165. Stole 4 bases, though, for the Huskies this spring.
Got a lot of technical skill, though. You see him on second plate. He's not going to make a lot of errors out there. See if it falls, and it will. It's all about the technique. Who needs powers when you can just drop them in like that? Advance Fullerton to second. Both runners are going to be safe now. 0 out. Santerre gave up his first walk and his first hit of the game back-to-back.
Yeah, Leo Harris to the dish now. 2 on, no out. This is prime opportunity for the Chinooks to get it done. Santerre would love a double play right here.
Absolutely. He has the breaking ball to make it happen. That changeup could be perfect for this opportunity. Looks like he's going to be a sac bunt, and he is not even hiding it. Putting it high.
Pull back, though. 1-0.
You can see Sorelli all over that. He's ready to run and tag him and make a double play himself.
Harris making it no secret his intentions there. Scoring here, now he's scoring.
That one's going to blow right by him, but it's going to be ball 2. Bit high.
Yeah, Harris is trying to get this bunt down, but Santerre's got to be careful. We can't walk him here.
Can't hit him either, and it seems like he's getting awfully close to that last one.
Yeah, Santerre's losing a little bit of command this inning.
Still squaring. Gets the first strike on that one, though. Pulled it back a bit too late. The mind games didn't work on that one.
Yeah, 2-1 now. Santerre just needs an out here.
He is committed to the bunt on this one. That one's going to go right off his bat. A solid one. Can't get him at first either. Everybody is safe. The bases are loaded. The Chinooks are posing a real threat right now to the minors. 0 outs in the inning.
Yeah, that was a perfect bunt there, and Harris is a quick guy. So now they got the top of the order, bases loaded, nobody out. This is prime situation if you're the Chinooks. It's going to bring up Will Batts now as we're going to have a meeting at the mound. J.R. Dwyer going out to talk to his left-hander.
If you're a Miners fan, you want an opportunity to meet a lot of the players, a coach, and even us broadcasters. Be sure to come out on June 8th, 11:30 for the Alaska Pickers ticket giveaway and meet and greet. I promise we're very entertaining people, not just our voices.
Hold on, you want to meet me, because if you have the opportunity to meet me, you will hear me not be quiet about the Cleveland Browns and their potential success in 2021.
You will also hear Reese talk adamantly about how Winker is the greatest hitter alive.
Jesse Winker hit 3 home runs today for the Reds. For anybody keeping track on that game, that's my guy.
Anybody who hates the Cardinals.
Cardinals hater.
Jesse Winker does
Sean's
too.
a Cubs fan. He hates them too. But
oh, absolutely.
yeah, Jesse Winker, that's my guy. 17 home runs this year. It's crazy how much he's grown. He's grown up right before my eyes. It's like my child.
From the Masters College,
and now, the Chinooks looking for some of their own Winker magic as Will Batts sets back up for his second at-bat of the day. Bases loaded. No better opportunity to get some ribeyes on your plate. That one's going to be a bit low. Ball 1. walking a man with nowhere to go is definitely not how Santier wants to give up his first earned run of the game.
Yeah, he struck out bats back in the first, so he needs to just go with what he knows. He really needs it out here. That first out's critical.
That one's going to be a bit outside. Not surprising, not taking any real aggressive approach to this at bat. If he could get walked, then that's an easy tying run.
Nobody down in the Miners' pen yet, but you gotta think if Bats gets aboard that they might have some stirring down there.
He's going to try and check his swing, but couldn't bring it back enough. And that was going to be, ball 3.
He did, yeah. They checked 3-0.
Enough cheers came from the right side. It sounded like the Miners fans were happy, but the Chinooks fans are just encompassing this entire stadium right now. It'll be 3-0 count. Dangerous situation and dangerous outcome. Walking a man to first and walking a run across the plate. Bullington now been a tired run. It's still 0 outs and still bases loaded.
Nobody down in that bullpen yet, but Santerre's really laboring, and you really couldn't see this coming. But he hasn't really given up any hard contact. It was a walk to start the inning, a softly hit single to left, a bunt single down the third baseline, and a walk.
Just playing real smart baseball inside of Chugiak. That one he gets under as well. It looks like another blooper, and it's going to be another RBI, maybe 2. Harris has got the wheels. No tag. Couldn't get there. Trying to get the third. And he's going to get the second. What a slew of events. An error at the home plate there. And you can see Leo Harrison's imposing speed really put some pressure on Nakamura there.
Yeah, John Mark Mullins coming around to score, and now the Miners are really in trouble. Second and third, 3-1, still no one out. Not a hard hit ball there either.
Not necessarily about the power right now for the Chinooks. All about their placement. And they are really in control now. Still 0 outs. And they are about to be coming back up almost all the way around their batting order after these next 4 batters if they can get through them. But Santier wants to put them away well before then.
Still no one in the Miners' pen. It's interesting.
Another hit there. This one could be an easy chop. Going to be the first out of the inning, but we're still going to get another run scoring. Will Bats get across the plate as well, and the score just keeps running up for the Chugiak.
4-1.
Now batting for the Chinooks, a right fielder from
It might not be the prettiest form of baseball, but it is well efficient, and it's given them the lead this inning now up 4-1. With a man still on third and only 1 out, an opportunity to get even more. Gonna be able to get him swinging on that breaking ball though.
Yeah, 4-1. Miners trying to just do damage control now. Innings got out of hand from Santerre. It all started with just a leadoff walk.
Gets him again with the same pitch. 0-2 now. A strikeout would be great for Santier.
Infield in now.
Gets him on that one. Santier thought the inning was over, it seemed like, but he's going to awkwardly shuffle his way back to the ball.
Lance, where you going, buddy?
We're going to call him Lost Lance from now on.
Yeah, he was, he thought he was as ready as anybody to get this inning over with.
I can't blame him, but you can't run away from your shame, Lance.
Literally nobody ran over there, and he was looking at people as he just kept jogging. He almost got to the dugout.
Well, if you do it again, it'll look a lot cooler, but that one's going to be a high pop out. It looks like Nunez is going to be able to get under that one, prevent the run from scoring, and keep the damage at 4. Tough inning for the Miners as the Chinooks put 4 on the board in a single inning. They're going to look to respond with their own bats after this brief break here at Jordan Lee Field.
At the end of 3, it's the Chinooks 4, Miners 1.
connect to yours.
Leading off the top of the fourth for the Miners.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Correction Lee Jordan Field. I made that error before we left, but the Miners making an opportunity to get back in this game, and who else to start off with but a great hit backwards, but who probably has my favorite swing on the team, Kevin Nakamura. Already has an RBI on the day, a single in his first at-bat, looking to make it 2 for 2. I was talking with Kevin before the game, and I told him, you're leading the ABL after 1 game in RBIs, 4 in the first game, now up to 5 on the season. He's got an impressive swing. I really love watching him. And gets another one. Looks like it's going to be the same spot. Can he reach back? And it's the same spot. Kevin Nakamura found his sweet spot again, and he's going to be on base, the leadoff man on first.
Yeah, short left field. He talked to us pregame that he was from Whitman College in Washington Division III school, and he's transferring to Loyola Marymount, which is a D1 school in California next year. And he said one of the things he was looking forward to in this league was just being able to see higher level pitchers. That he'll see guys that are a lot like that, guys that he'll see at Loyola Marymount.
In that same interview, he really went forward saying, I wanted to see if I was ready, and taking your first pitch to yard, I think you're pretty ready.
Yeah, certainly looks the part.
Now going to be a 1-0 count for Thompson. The catcher duo trying to create some magic for their squad. That one's going to be low as well on the breaking ball.
Just missed. And we'd like to introduce the new pitcher for the Chinooks. They have a new pitcher on the mound. After 3 innings, Justin Estrada's day is done. Carson Cody from Biola University, right-hander, on in the 4th.
And just like many of the other players in this league, another California-born, coming from Corona, California.
SoCal.
Everybody, don't worry about the name. The year's over.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Triggering some PTSD there.
But he's a big bullpen guy, it seems like, when he comes out of Biola. He's really coming in relief here, but a 3-0 count, opportunity to walk him with a man already getting a hit off of him in the first at-bat. And that one's going to be away again. Same spot for the last 3 balls, it looks like. It's going to give him a walk, and Sorelli got attacked by his teammate's bat.
Sorelli's looking to attack the ball again and almost hit it over the center field fence the first time, missed it by a couple of feet. They could really use an RBI here to get back into this. Sorelli left-handed bat against the right-handed Cody. This is as good of an opportunity as you can get here for Nick Sorelli.
Looking a lot like how the Chinooks had it lined up last inning. 0 outs, man on first and second now. And he rips that one. That's going to stay fair. Nakamura's going to come around, and you can see him chugging. Thompson wants home, too. He's not going to get there, but Sorelli gets all the way to second, a bit lost on the throw. Thompson might have had a chance to bring it home because nobody really seemed to receive that throw, but what a rip by Sorelli down the right field line.
Sorelli, big time. I told you. He's been hitting the ball hard. He hit the ball hard a ton yesterday. Today, already 2 ropes. That one was placed perfectly down the right field line. Miners right back in this thing, 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out here in the 4th.
And that's going to bring up Ricky Nunez, the speedy center fielder, once again. Went down swinging on that last one. Ever since his first at-bat, he seems like he's been really trying to create more. He wants to get into a bit of a groove, looking for his 2nd hit of the season. Going to take that one as a strike right down the middle.
Nunez here, he's looking for something that he can drive.
Trying to ride the momentum of his teammates. Cody really seems to be pulling it to the right side. Yeah, the batter's box.
No activity again in the Chinooks bullpen. This looks like Cody's expected to pitch multiple innings here, but he's really laboring out there.
Nunez now waiting on the 3rd pitch of this at-bat. That one's going to be a bit inside. He started to think about it. You could see him really grip up on the bat, but then held off. Smart decision there. 2-1 count now. He's going to hit that one. He's just going to hit it backwards. That one's going to be a foul ball. 2-2 count now.
Nunez here. He's trying to put something in the gap. They're really shaded towards the gap, or the outfielders are shaded more towards the line.
They definitely want to try and minimize damage as much as possible. Still 0 outs in this one. Nunez already has a strikeout swinging.
Just missed there.
Smart take again.
Yeah,
That inside ball.
Nunez really works counts. He's a very patient hitter. He'll watch strikes, just no problem. He's looking for something in his spot. Right now, full count. Could get one right there.
He hits that one, but just not fair. It goes right in between the third base coach and Thompson sitting on third. They don't have many players to spare, so they want to avoid any kind of mishap like that happening.
Still
Nunez, though,
3-2.
demonstrates the power.
Kyle Landers will be next. He's in the on-deck circle.
Ooh.
Got the bat. It's unfortunate. Came inside with it and just hit the knob of the bat. Still 3-2.
You could see the reaction on Nunez's face, too. He had the same sound coming out of him that mine just did. He's trying to back away, just really unfortunate.
Been a long at-bat for Ricky Nunez.
We're up on the 8th pitch. He rips it again. He said, I want 9.
Ball going to the baseline, yeah. Nunez battling at the plate.
This minor squad really making them work. This has the opportunity, should he not get a hit or a strike here, or a ball. There's many outcomes that could occur. Trying to pick him off backwards, made him jump high for that one. McCormick absolutely caught some air to make sure that one didn't fly.
Oh, they're going to call the balk. Wow. Second base umpire thought about it for a second, and he calls the balk, so the Miners are going to get in another run. Thompson in to score, Sorelli over to third. Yeah, it was kind of a weird move. I couldn't really tell if he actually got a full step off.
Almost looked like he was trying to go for a side step, but when he gets into that, it's a bit of a tough call, and that one is going to give the Miners another run across the plate on an error from Cody.
Yeah, it's a huge play in this game. The manager for Chugiak, John Groth, out to argue, but to no avail. So 4-3 Miners now on the balk. Runner on third, still no one out, and it's still 3-2 on Ricky Nunez.
Now Nunez has the opportunity to drive across Sorelli. Still 0 outs in this inning. And he pops that one up. If it lands fair, easy sac fly. And it will. Sorelli doesn't even need to dig, but he's hustling anyway. Brings it across. Tie ball game.
Yeah, you like to see that out of Sorelli. And how about the Miners this inning? They obviously gave up 4 runs, and they could have just sat there and said it's a 3-run ball game already. How are we going to come back for this? But they fought right back into it. Walk, single, walk, single, walk, double, balk, then fly out. So still only one away here for the Miners.
Landers gets a little droplet bunt, but he can't quite get there in time. Absolutely stopped the momentum on that one. Just a great throw by Magno to get him.
2 away now. So 4-4 here in Chugiak. The Miners fighting right back into it. Josh Morozek, top of the order, coming back up.
You love to see these kind of back and forth games.
Yeah.
No team really seems like they're in control for too long. So many explosive plays.
This is exciting.
Morozek now in his 3rd at-bat, grounded out and struck out swinging in his last 2. Looking to get his first hit of this game. That one's going to go for a strike.
1-1.
Morozic gets another one. That's not going to be quite the blooper that Nakamura has perfected. Instead, it's going to be a fly out to Johnny Graham out in left field, and that one's going to end the top of the fourth. A great 3-run fight back by the Miners to tie it up. And now we're going to see if Santier stays back out on the mound in the bottom of the fourth right after this.
Johnny Graham.
Welcome back to Miners Baseball. Bottom of the fourth inning now. Going to be a leadoff Colby Ferris coming up. Or, can't quite seem to get a good eye on that one, but 1-0 now. Santier really trying to lock back in. He looked amazing through the first two, and that last inning just really seemed to struggle after that first walk. Gets a good one on there. Morozic's going to throw it across. Sorelli with the stretch, able to get him out on that one.
Yeah, nice play by Josh Morozic on the charge over there. Really knowing what he's doing, knowing that he has just a sliver of time to make that throw across to nail Ferris.
I want to correct myself on that one. It would be 22 on that last one. Bringing up Pate Fullerton now. The DH once again. Fullerton, the walk that led to that tough inning for Santier, but he's able to get him on a strike on the first one.
Yeah, Santier, it really unraveled for him last inning. He gave up that leadoff walk. Walks will always haunt, and it clearly did there. Got a little bloop single by McCormick, and then that bunt single, and everything unraveled from there.
Santier able to run over to first on that one, and he gets the decision his way. 2 outs now. He really started aggressively attacking. He was not about to pitch around him after walking him last time. Brought the heat and was able to get rewarded with an easy ground out.
Yeah, 2 quick outs there. Yeah, his pitch count was pretty low through 2 innings. Threw a bunch in the third, and then 2 quick outs here in the fourth. See if the Miners, how long the Miners stick with him. Still really not a lot of stirring down there. So
don't see anybody really warming up in the bullpen whatsoever. Looking very solid so far in the bottom of this fourth. Another bunt. This one looks like it's going to be safe. Morozic wasn't able to grab it in time.
This team loves bunting. I said it pregame. They've got a ton of speed, and Patty McCormick's using it there.
Speaking of speed, here comes lightning himself, Leo Harris. Got on with his own bunt after absolutely showing his hand for about 4 straight attempts. And Harris, maybe he's going to bunt again.
Yeah, Harris was a freshman this year at the University of Alabama, Birmingham, UAB. They got a ton of guys there from that team. He really struggled at the plate, just 2 for 31 in his freshman year. He did hit his first career collegiate home run, though. As Santier goes 1-0 here on Leo Harris.
That one's going to be low and inside as well. Ball 2 for that one.
Santier really wants to keep Harris off the base pass. He's already got McCormick to worry about.
Hadn't seen that slider in a while, and it definitely seems like it's lost a bit of its bite and control for Santier. That one's going way high. Fastball. Maybe lost a bit of a grip on that one. 3-0 count now. Definitely doesn't want to walk him again. Put 2 on after the last time he walked somebody that a whole innings began. Definitely just trying to keep it moderate here.
3-0 now on Harris.
That one, first strike of this at-bat. Maybe that's all he needs to get back into form. When he seems confident, he really seems unhittable. The Santier, a bit shaken after those 3 balls. Hopefully that strike can turn it around for him. And that one going to be high as well, hoping that the break could bring it back down into the zone. Not the case on this one. 2 men on first and second now.
Brought to you by Dr. Leonardo Rios.
Now it's coming Will Batts to the plate. Batts walked in a run back in the 3rd, struck out in the 1st. Santier could really use a strikeout. Lefty on lefty matchup coming.
Number 10, Will Batts.
Batts yet to get an actual hit. Took a walk instead. Was one of the other walks in that same inning.
Swing and a miss there. Yeah, Santier's coming with that breaking ball. He struggled to locate it after those first 2 innings there. That was a good piece sliding out of the zone, but kept a good portion of the zone for pretty much all its path.
Can't seem to really make it fall as much up high, but when he has it down low, it's very tempting. That one he gets a piece of. See if they're able to field it in. That one's going to be another blooper. Going to bring it around. And Santier had to make an athletic play himself to keep that from going to the backstop. It's going to be a 5-4 game now.
The score there was the runner McCormick.
And that bunt gets a man on, gets him around. That seems to be the strategy for the Chinooks today.
Now batting for the Chinooks.
Nah, you got to bear down if you're Santier now. 2nd and 3rd. Can't let it slip even more.
They are definitely a team that seems to value their men on base. Left only 5 on base in their previous game against the Glacier Pilots. And don't seem to be doing the same here today at all.
Still no activity down in the Miners bullpen.
Having the reassurance of your coach can be a huge boost, but Santier definitely needs to make sure he can get out of this inning. Still only 1 out needed. Gets under that one as well. Ricky Nunez trying to run back, see if he can get that one again, and he has been so consistent out there in center field. Putting that one away again. 3rd out now. That's going to end the 4th. The Chinooks have a 1-run lead. Score stands at 5-4 here at Lee Jordan Field, and we will be right back with some more Miners batting after this.
Leading off the top
Hello everyone and welcome
shortstop,
back to the
28,
action
Gerard
here at
Smith.
Lee Jordan Field as we're about to begin the 5th inning. Miners down 1, but after the response they gave after going down 3, you have to think that they're going to try and keep that momentum going with Sweeney here first. Going to be pulling it right down the line, able to get there first and make the play all by himself unassisted. Going to keep it going. Cody, what a play there. Interesting to see them keep Cody on the mound after what happened. You still see people warming up in the bullpen for the Chinooks, but they felt confident enough to bring him back out there. Gives him the first out all by himself there. And that one doesn't take long. Rother going to be hit. He's going to get to first all by himself. He was the one that got on in the first inning for their first run of the game. Seems fine. Might be a bit of a stinger on that side.
So Rother on, Ferreira to the dish. Ferreira singled Ferreira grounded out rather back in the 3rd.
Still looking for that first hit. That one's going to be a high strike though.
Cody taking his time in between pitches. He's not the speed runners in Barrera.
Or Estrada for that matter.
Yeah, Estrada that we've seen. This is there with the breaking ball.
Great curve to that one. It looked like it had the chance to fall in, but great way to lay off of it for Ferreira. Gonna be outside.
Nice
Good
block
block
there by Magno. Yeah, he prevented that pass ball. 2-1 now. Here on Mike Ferreira, who's got a big bat. I would guess he's looking fastball. Cody has not been able to locate the breaking ball at all today.
Absolutely not. He seems to keep putting that a bit too far low and outside. Able to get a good location on that fastball there, though.
And Cody, 11 2/3 innings this spring at Biola University, who had a 7.87 ERA, 11 strikeouts.
Definitely seems like he's really trying to prove himself here, especially with that one being ripped to the left, still 2-2. But one of the biggest things that stood out to me about his stats was 12 walks, only 8 strikeouts. Always want to keep that semi-even, definitely more on the favor of the strikeout side, but limited sample size, he has the opportunity to prove a bit more about that now.
See where he goes here on 2-2.
That one gonna bounce right off the mitt. Rother's gonna jog his way to second.
Yeah, balled out. Magno knows that one was on him. Pounds the mitt.
Right after a great block, just happens to slip right past him. Rother will happily take that base. And now Ferreira looking to get on himself in any way possible, but would love to advance Rother in scoring position. Another one. That one's going to be a walk. Second walk of the game for Mike Ferreira. And look who's coming up. But the old reliable himself, Kevin Nakamura, 2 for 2 in the game already with 2 singles. And he is looking to make it a solid 3 for 3 now.
Manager, or the pitching coach, rather, for the Chinooks, walking out there, Troy Hervey. He'll talk with his pitcher, Carson Cody. Yeah, they have a bunch of guys up in the bullpen. Looks like they're going to stick with him with the pitching coach going to the mound. Miners with a chance here. First and second, just one away. Nakamura's obviously made some good contact.
They definitely want to make sure that they stay in the zone. Nakamura, while he does get hits, he has a solid eye as well. Just like a lot of the other Miners, he's not above just taking a walk, advancing all the runners, Even though they do have the opportunity for a double play here, his location on his breaking ball, I wouldn't say it's been strong enough that he can reliably put it there, especially for such a fluid swinger.
Here comes Kevin Nakamura. Miners would certainly take another one of those huge shot singles into left.
Put it right on the dandelions in left field. That seems to be his favorite spot.
Now batting for the Miners, catcher number 4, Kevin Nakamura.
Nakamura has the tying run on second. Go ahead run on first.
Ooh. Knocked his hat off.
Nakamura swinging for the hills there. Strike one.
He can't help but smile. He'll take a strike even though it took off his own hard hat. And Magno and him are having a bit of a conversation. He said, how do you keep hitting all these balls, man? Like, where are you getting that? Where'd you buy that bat? He said, I just got it at Target.
Yeah. Kevin Nakamura.
Nakamura now facing an 0-1, 1 out in the inning. Runners on first and second. That one's going to be outside again. Almost another pass ball. Rother making a run. He's going to be safe.
Close bang play. The ball beat him to third, but Harris couldn't slap down the tag in time.
Rother, I'd say he's lucky he couldn't pick it up on the first attempt. Magno has a strong enough arm. Rother's not the speediest guy out there.
Rother, give him credit, no hesitation, and that helped him get there. Had he even hesitated for a second, he would have been dead meat, but gets over there.
He knows how valuable it could be to get a sac fly, even in this situation. Nakamura, he definitely wants to get his own.
Not moving up there was Ferreira either. He stayed at first.
Another one to the left side. This could be another sack. He's going to go for it. The high throw, not going to get all the way there. And Rother, second run of the game.
Casey Rother that was probably the most important hustle play of the game. He doesn't get there. Nobody even moves up there. It's just first and second with two-way. That is a absolutely huge play by Casey Rother. And Kevin Nakamura, again, productive at bat.
Hey, he might have not got on base there, but that's still a good old RBI to add to the leader for the ABL.
5-5 game now.
RBIs on the season for him too in a tie ball game, like you said.
Five, runner on first here, 2 away in the 5th.
That one's gonna be low and outside again.
1.
Carson Cody trying to get through his second inning now without any more damage being done. And that's a shot from Thompson, but it's going to be an easy force out at second there to end the top of the 5th. Tie ball game again. The ebb and flow of the game continues right now as both sides are being relentless and unwilling to give up the lead. We will be back with more action right after this brief break. Welcome back to Miners Baseball. Another inning for Lance Santier coming back in after allowing 5 runs on the game. Now he's going to be facing off against Matt Magno for the first at-bat of this inning.
Gets ahead there. 0-1.
But there does seem to be a bit of stirring over near the bullpen. Seems like James Aaron starting to stretch his arm out just a bit.
Good breaking ball there, dropping it in 0-2. Santier would love nothing more than a quick first out here to prolong his start a bit.
That one's going to be a bit too inside, though.
1-2 here on Matt Magno.
That one moving to the other side. Bit in, bit out. 2 balls, 2-2 now. Outfield sign says 3-1 count. We'll see what the go with here, but
yeah, they must have called. Okay, so the first one on the check swing, it looked like he made the strike call, but apparently not.
Now he will get that second strike with him swinging there. Full count now. Gonna go right back. Santier couldn't seem to snag it himself. Neither could Landers on the slide at second. Magno gets an absolute rip right past him at the pitcher's mound. Gonna get
now
the first hit of this
right fielder from
inning.
Tarleton State University, number 25, Colby Ferris.
Colby Ferris to the dish now. For the Chinooks, Colby Ferris on the year at Tarleton State, batted .284, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. He's a Houston transfer. Big school, American Conference.
That one's gonna be a ball for the first one for Ferris.
Ferris on the day, 0 for 2, struck out swinging twice.
And Ferris might not have as many RBIs as some of his other teammates for their own college season, but 11 RBIs and 2 home runs isn't anything to scoff at, especially when you have the speed that this team does.
Yeah, batting cleanup for them as he goes 2-0 here in the count.
2-0. No even reason to swing your bat if you get walked, but Lance Santier trying to lock back in. Can't do it on that one. It's going to be 3-0 now.
Yeah, Santier's really laboring out there. Aaron hasn't started throwing yet. He's still just stretching.
Hoping to get a good workhorse performance out of Santier. It looked like he could have gone deeper the first 2 innings, but trying to just minimize anything now and keep the game tied. Can't seem to do it on that one. 4 straight balls, advancing Magno to second now.
2 on, none out. Joe Keel coming to the plate.
And it looks like the skipper, Ty LeBron, is going to
No,
be...
rather, that's going to be
or
pitching
JR.
coach, Jared Dwyer.
JR is going to have another meeting with Lance here. Really needs to make sure he kind of trying to force too much. You've seen him try to use that fastball to get back into counts. Throwing a bit high, it's definitely caused some problems. And now that they do have someone working into the bullpen, you see Aaron starting to throw a bit more. Moved on from stretching. Maybe he's going to be getting his chance sooner rather than later. But now Santier is remaining on the mound for now, giving Aaron some more time to warm up.
Now batting for the Chinooks, a first baseman from the University of Alabama, Birmingham, number 55, Joseph Keel.
Joseph Keel makes his way to the plate. He's fouled out to Ricky Nunez twice so far in this game. See if he can make it 3 in a row. I'm sure Ricky would love to help his team get the first out, even if that means Magno advancing. They just need any kind of opportunity to get back into this one. That one's going to be a ball. Whenever they seem to get runners on the bags, the Chinooks absolutely deliver. It's taken a strong offensive performance from the Miners to keep pace.
No, here on Keel. Miners desperately need an out.
Another ball low, fastball. Losing a bit of control here. And the fans on that hill seem to be growing. You can see them spotted more and more all over that hill.
Nice day out.
Really getting a beautiful display with this clear skies. And a tie ball game, some good baseball. Santier, contact. And they're going to bring Magnow home.
On the plate, and he's out!
He's out!
What a throw from the right fielder. Casey Rother bringing that thing back and firing a strike to the dish. Wow. So the Miners do get it out.
And Rother said, I'll make the hustle plays and the good throws. He's doing absolutely everything to keep his team in this right now. You love the effort, though, now. And Joseph Keel still sitting on third.
Johnny Grab.
Or Colby Ferris sitting on third. Correction. Still 2 runners in scoring position, only 1 out, but they were able to stop the one that mattered.
What a throw.
Santier taking a second to adjust. Maybe he got some sand in his pants, causing him to make a bit less strikes in this inning. But he seems to be ready now.
Santier was second and third.
That one's going to be a nice, easy strike right down the middle.
Second and third, 1 away. 0-1 count.
Another straight line shot. Ricky Nunez can't get under this one. He's going to tag just to be sure, and they're going to bring 2 around. There's going to be 2 scoring with a slide from Keel. The fans are loving it.
How do I say he's out at home? He got thrown out at home. What do I do here?
Just type it in.
Type
Caught
in.
stealing or
Not caught stealing.
thrown out or whatever.
Maybe not.
Now there's going to be a major meeting, and it looks like Santier's day is done. And they're going to bring in another arm from the pen, hoping that he could have some better results now for the Miners.
7-5. Here in the 5th, we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back here on YouTube.
Now batting for the Chinooks, a designated
We are
hitter
back
from
from
the
the short
University of
break. We
Alabama,
do have a
Birmingham,
pitching
number
change.
7,
Going to be
Nate
another
Fullerton.
right-hander for the Miners. James Aaron in his first appearance for the squad this year. Really hoping to get out of this jam now. They still have a runner on first and only 1 out in this inning. That one's going to be a wild pitch there. He thinks about going to third, but it can't. He knows Nakamura was going to try and pick him off if he even attempted it. Aaron, another Alaska product, but plays at Corbin University down in Oregon. Hoping that he can help his squad out here. Not the first pitch that they were really looking for. That is more like what they were looking for. Now 1-1.
Yeah, Miners still well within reach, 7-5 in the 5th, but they've got to get better pitching. They just haven't had it today so far.
A strong start, but the Chinooks have really been able to bounce back with bats of their own and really taking control of this game, up to trying to make it even more with a runner back in scoring position. And that seems to be the tale of this game so far. That one's going to be another strike, though, laying off a bit too much. And now we're going to see the 5th pitch of this at-bat, hoping for the 2nd out of this inning. Aaron delivers, and he's going to get him swinging. Rock him. He's going to sit him down on that one. Pate Fullerton couldn't quite deliver in the DH role, and now they're going to go to more of the speedy Patty McCormick to see if he can bring in the run, or if Aaron can get out of this jam. Aaron looks and delivers. He gets him on a nice, slow breaking ball. Makes him think about it, but gets him looking right down low. 0-1 count.
We're on second here, 2 away. Aaron in the dirt.
Aaron, not too much experience this past season with Corbin, but he did manage to have a relatively limiting defensive role. And that one's going to be a high pop-up. Going to be easy into the mitt of Kyle Landers. And that one's going to end the inning. It finally comes to an end. Plenty of scoring on both sides. 7-5. The home Chinooks are still leading, and the Miners are going to need some more offensive response in the beginning of the 6th.
The Chinooks would like to extend the
And we are back here at the top of the 6th inning. A new pitcher again for the Chinooks. Another Alaskan product. This time it's going to be Justin Nevels. Interesting fact about him, though. 2-time state selection as an outfielder. Now on the mound and getting a strike here. Making his debut here with the Chinooks against the Miners. Hoping that he can make the hometown crowd proud.
Yeah, for sure. Sorelli at the plate.
Nevels delivering high again. Ball, strike, ball so far in this at-bat.
Here it comes.
Sorelli, the good eye still.
3-1 here on Nick Sorelli. Miners need a couple of runs.
They've been able to respond in each of the innings where they let a score go, hoping that they can continue that trend now. Sorelli with another shot. And that one's gonna go fair. Home run, Nick Sorelli.
Sorelli golfed that one.
A few inches off of one to center field earlier in the game. He said, I'll just go to right field. And he cuts the lead to 1 on that shot.
That ball looked foul off the bat, but it ended up staying fair, and Nick Sorelli will take that all day long. Solo home run. Miners back within a run.
Said, I'll do it all by myself.
So the new pitcher into the game, Justin Nevels, is immediately greeted with a shot by Nick Sorelli. Miners within a run, 7-6 here in the 6th.
Hard to break some dreams in front of the hometown crowd, but meet Nick Sorelli. That one's going to come right back towards our booth.
That foul ball brought to you by
0-1.
God Guns and Auto.
1-1 here on Ricky Nunez.
And Ricky's going to pop this one up as well. Going to head towards the fans right behind home plate. A bit of a heads up to the crowd to just make sure that they're staying in this honestly exciting back and forth game. It's been incredible to see. Nunez saw that breaking ball well, but just tried to chop a bit too high on that one.
Scott Bleeker of Prime Lending.
Nick Sorelli's hit the ball well all day today. He hit the ball well yesterday too, but he's been the most consistent power hitter in this lineup. He's hit the ball hard everywhere seemingly.
Absolutely. Trying to make sure that he can do as much as he can to help his squad, and if it weren't for that yellow trim out in center field, he might have had another one. This one's coming right back at us again.
Yeah, I flinched a little bit on that.
I guess Ricky's just not happy we didn't bring him in for the pregame interview this time around.
If he hits a home run here, maybe we'll get it.
Ricky Nunez now. That one's going to go behind him. No reason to swing at that. It's probably impossible.
2-2 now on Nunez. Yeah, Nevels looks a little rattled.
Definitely seems like he's not confident in that breaking ball after he just got ripped on. But he's got to keep going with what he knows. Landers sitting in the on-deck circle. Nunez taking that one. It's not going to carry quite as far, and it's going to be a fly out to the left fielder. Just barely short, but Johnny Graham able to put that one away for the first out. Miners still trail 7-6 right now, and Kyle Landers coming back up, still looking for his first hit as well. Grounded out and struck out looking so far in the game. That means he still has not got a hit on the season, and man, what a time it would be to deliver.
He shoots that one foul off the third base side.
That foul ball brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Gavin Reed.
Landers really trying to get some contact now. That one's going to be a strike. Didn't even take a chance at it. Looked like it was going to be low, but he got the call. 0-2 call now. What a rip. Will that one fall? It will. Landers gets his first shot, bounces over the right fielder's head. He's going to rip. He's going to think about going 3. He will go 3. How about a first hit triple for Kyle Landers?
Kyle Landers. Yeah, I'm not sure if that'll be scored a single and an error or a triple. But Kyle Landers, I would assume that's going to be a triple. I mean, that ball,
good bounce.
There was nothing the right fielder could do about it. It bounced probably 10 to 12 feet off the ground. Nothing you can do about that.
What a time to deliver. Everybody's stepping up so far today.
Can the Miners get right back into this? They've done it the past few innings.
They do it in style. They don't hit bunts and simple RBIs. They hit homers and they hit triples. And now they're going to hope that Morozic can drive in another tying run and keep this an even ball game. That one's going to be a low. Ball 1.
Morozic 1-0. He's ahead in the count. He's one of the lone Miners that hasn't reached base today. 0 for 3. Grounded to the pitcher, struck out swinging, flew out to the left fielder. Landers just 90 feet away.
That one's going to be high and outside for that one.
2-0. More action down in the Chinooks bullpen. It's like a right-hander up and throwing.
Didn't take long, but definitely needs to try and make sure he can get out of this. Only 1 out so far.
Things unraveling quickly for Justin Nevels.
Another rip shot. He's going to keep planted at third base. Not going to risk it. It's their best chance to get a tying run, but great fielding there by Keel to make sure that ball didn't rip between his legs.
Now batting for the Miners, shortstop, number 28,
be up to Jared Sweeney.
Sweeney, 1 for 3 so far on his day. Could really try to bat 500. The team could use it right now for an extra tying run. And you can tell he wants it himself. Swinging hard on that one, going to be a bit below that fastball.
Landers over at third. Sweeney trying to bring him home and bring the Miners back to an even 7-7 game.
Sweeney on the 0-1.
In the dirt, nice block. Nice block there by Matt Magno coming in glued to make that play. He doesn't make that play. Landers is scooting home.
Absolutely. That one missed grip by Magno is the only real error we've seen so far coming from him. He's been great about keeping everything in front of him. Neville's another low one. He's going to try and get the tag, and he will. Landers, you love the aggression, but couldn't quite pay off. That one's going to end the top of the 6th. A solo home run from Nick Sorelli takes the lead down to 1, but they still trail, and they're going to need some extra great defense in the bottom of the 6th right after this.
1 run coming in on 2 hits.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 6th. We got a classic matchup again. Leo Harris, James Aaron. Both of them really trying to do the most for him. Aaron's really feeling his fastball right now, hitting those high 80s. Gets a little contact that time from Harris, but now an 0-2 count. Aaron has really come into this game and coming with a lot of steam. He's just been throwing a lot of heat, and his curveball's been absolutely perfect on its placement. Hard to lay off that heat. Looked like that one could have been touching into the 90s, but Aaron's really trying to give him something to swing at low and outside. That curveball didn't really deceive Harris, but he couldn't keep it fair.
Brought to you by
Gonna do
Three
it
Bears,
again.
Alaska.
Harris maybe wants to respond with his own solo homer. You can see up in the sky right now all these plane tracks. Airport nearby here, all the planes flying overhead, just beautiful scenery, and everything's so alive around here. That one's going to be a low shot. Rozek's going to throw him, and he's going to be out. You can have wheels, Leo Harris, but Morozes has got a faster arm, and that's going to be the first out of the inning.
Now batting for the Chinooks, a center fielder from the Masters College, number 10, Will Batts.
Now it's going to be Will Batts back up to bat. It's never going to get normal to say that, is it?
No, never. Never will.
Hoping to get something for his own squad, add an insurance run, or get ahead. He's going to have to step back and dodge the first pitch there. Is going to be ball 1. That one's going to be called high. He's really leaning on that fastball, and when he delivers, it's almost really tough to hit. But right now, he's having a bit difficulty locating it. That one's going to be popped. Barely foul. Looked like it was right along the line.
That foul ball brought to you by JR Septic Plumbing and Excavation.
Now 2-1 for Will Batts. Aaron, beautiful curveball there. Thought it was going to go high, falls right back into the zone. 2-2 now. That one's going to be another pop-up. And it looks like it's going to be going to Ricky Nunez again, trying to block the sun from his eyes. He gets that one out, number 2. And this has probably been the best defensive inning we've seen from the Miners in a while. Opportunity to go out 1, 2, and 3. Take the time here to thank Orthopedic Physicians Alaska for being a sponsor of the Matsu Miners, allowing them to stay healthy, stay out there, and get some nice camo uniforms like they have today. And that was going to be a nice rip again. Landers tried to make a sliding play. Looked like he had it for a second, but it's going to come right back out of his mitt. Can't force the third one. And now you're going to see another batter. So not 1, 2, 3 for James Aaron, and instead he's going to have to go up against Matt Magno. Catcher caught trying to steal home last time. Hopes to get another shot here. Trying to pick him off here. It bounces down and just shoots all the way up. Won't run for third though. Nice heads up play by Sweeney to stay on top of it just in case he got any idea to advance to third. Aaron now again, he's really loving his curveball now. And people don't seem to be seeing it very well, but that was going to be a bit high. 1-1 now. That one's going to be an absolute line shot backwards towards the home crowd.
That foul ball brought
1
to you
and
by
2
Scott
now.
Bleeker of Prime Lending.
Aaron, one strike away from ending this inning with no damage done and still only trailing 1. Gives it to him on the outside, but he is refusing the dish. It's going to be 2-2 now. Tries to get him with another fastball. That one's going to go high. Full count now. Matt Magno. He would love to get a good old hit, but he would love to get on base as well and keep this inning going. Work Aaron's arm down because he really seems to be seeing everything well. Tries to give him another curveball. That one's going to go inside after being ahead 1, 2, 3 straight balls to walk Magno.
Now batting for the Chinooks, right fielder from Tarleton State University, number 25, Colby Ferris.
Now, men at first and second. Aaron gets a strike. Nice outside pitch fastball. Aaron stone cold look on the mound, checking the man at second. Sees he has a hearty leadoff, but he gets a hearty swing at the plate too. 0-2 now.
One and two here on Ferris.
That one's going to be low. First ball of this at bat. Great block there by Nakamura. Trying to avoid another wild pitch and allow anybody to advance after that throwing error. That one's going to be another changeup. Takes it high because he's able to get some
That ball
contact,
brought
but
to you
it's going to
by
go
Edward
backwards.
Jones, financial advisor, Jeff Engel.
Another chance for a put out here. High again. You have to give credit to the Chinooks batters. Every time they've been in a strikeout scenario back against the wall, they've really started to tighten up and get better with their vision and forcing a lot of walks. That's what happened with Magna just last at bat, and now it looks like they are trying to do the same thing over again. This one's going to be undeniable to swing at, though. Makes some contact. Still 2-2.
Three Bears, Alaska.
Colby Ferris trying to work this at bat. Now in the 5th pitch of this at bat. Aaron gives him another curve. This one's going to eat a chance for a force out and get out of the inning. No runs scored for the first time in 4 innings now. What worked by James Aaron out of the bullpen, and he's going to give them the chance to slowly crawl their way back into this one. When we get back, we'll have the 7th inning of action here for you at Lee Jordan Field.
Chugiak Eagle-River Chinooks boost
And we are back here at Lee Jordan Field. A tight game so far, 7-6 through 6 innings. And at the top of the 7th, we have Casey Rother. But we do have a new arm on the mound. We got Josiah Pemberthy, another Masters University pitcher on this squad, standing at 5'10", 165, and another California native. They seem to be running rampant all over the ABL, but he seems to be doing all right in his first at-bat here. 2-1 count. That one's going to be a strike. Rother thought it might have been a bit too far inside. The home plate ump disagrees, and now we got an even count. And that's going to be Sweeney, and I wanted to correct myself. That was Sweeney. He had been in the middle of an at-bat when the last one ended, so he was the first out of this inning, and now we get Casey Rother up to the plate. A bit taller, a bit more of a mullet. There's a bit of a difference.
Longer hair.
But they go to the same school.
Lehigh.
Rother absolutely been instrumental for them in this game. Had the put out at the home plate from throwing from right field and that hustle play to get to third when Nakamura was up to plate. He's been absolutely instrumental for this team. I say it again, but it works twice.
Miners down to the last 8 outs here. Check swing didn't go.
Good take on that one. Thought about it. 2-0 count now. Rother going to swing at that one. It's going to be a bit too low. He's going to swing above it. Bit of a sidearm pitcher for Pemberthy. Makes it a bit more difficult to read, but you can see their grips a bit earlier. That one's going to be a strike as well, getting himself back into this count. Now it's even. Rother steps aside, collects himself, looking to not become the second out so quickly. And that one's going to be far and outside.
Full count now here on Casey Rother. Rother does not have a hit today, but he's come around to score twice. He walked in the first and scored on a Kevin Nakamura RBI single, and then was hit by a pitch in the 5th and came around to score on a sac fly from Ricky Nunez.
Odd to see someone at the plate 4 times, but that's his first strikeout. Flew out before, and now it's up to Mike Ferreira to not be the 1-2-3 third out of this inning.
Now batting for the Miners, left fielder number
Ferreira
36,
taking
Mike
2
Ferreira.
walks so far today. And he would love to take a third, honestly, especially with who's behind him.
And he hits him right there. Ferreira drilled with a breaking ball.
That's one way to get on. One first pitch as well, and now you got Kevin Nakamura just taking off his shin guards now in the circle. Coming off the plate now, hoping to make it a 3-for-4 day.
Ferreira
Now
over
batting
at
for the
first.
Miners,
He's going to
catcher,
want to
number
score.
4, Kevin Nakamura.
A gapper.
3-for-3 day still, sac fly.
2 for 2. Sac fly.
That one's going to be high.
Yeah, he throws a lot of fastballs from that sidearm slot. It's kind of a shot in the dark to see if you can get control of him. 1-0 here on Nakamura.
Tries for a pickoff. Unsuccessful, though. Ferreira's used to being on the base path today 3 times already. Nakamura's going to take that one on the inside, and he's going to easily get to second now.
That ball got away from Magno. That's definitely going to be a pass ball on Magno. All the way. So now a runner on second. Single could score Ferreira.
With all of the great defensive plays and blocks that we've seen from Magno, he definitely seems like he's having a bit of a disconnect with Pemberthy so far.
Nakamura trying to drive in another run.
He's going to send that one high, 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 but it's going to fall into the mid of the left fielder. That one's going to end the inning. Johnny Graham puts away any hope for another run there.
And the top of the 7th for the Miners.
And that is going to take us to the middle of the 7th. Everybody, take a nice stretch.
7-6.
And we will be right back after this short break.
On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Welcome back, everybody. Yes, you can hear in the background, they're getting a nice acapella Take Me Out to the Ball Game going here at Chugiak. I want to take the time here to thank one of our sponsors, the Alaska Highway Safety Office. Driving fast doesn't get you anywhere except in trouble. When you speed, you're subject to fines, points on your record, or worse, you could injure yourself or someone else. So before you think fast, think of the consequences. Stop speeding before it stops you. This message brought to you by the Alaska Highway Safety Office. And just in time to hear the end of this beautiful acapella coming from the crowd. You see a lot of families out. It's definitely baseball season back in Alaska. You can see everybody's so happy to have their squad back out. And especially in like a smaller town like this, like we noticed, it means so much to have all these squads back and bring all this activity back.
Yeah, they sorely missed it last summer.
Birmingham, number 55, Joseph Keel.
Now Aaron going to be going back out again. He's delivered, put up no runs in the last inning, especially with that curveball. But that curveball is going to be going as a ball here to start this one out. Going to be going against first baseman Joseph Keel. Keel's had a 1 for 3, a pretty mundane day, but you can never complain about somebody getting all the way around the bases, especially when you're only up 1 now. Sweeney throws him out there on the ground out. Easy ground out, simple play. 2 pitches, 1 out already here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, Aaron's still out there. This is his 3rd inning of
Now
work.
for the Chinooks, a left
Technically,
fielder
he
from
took
the
over
University of Northern Colorado, number
in
22,
the beginning of the 5th with nobody out. Or rather, 1 out in the 5th. Looks like a little bit of stirring down in the Miners bullpen. Not really any in the Chinooks bullpen.
Take that one, swinging a bit tardy. It seemed on that fastball. Now Johnny Graham now behind 0-1. That one's gonna dribble, but it's gonna bounce down first.
That ball brought to you by God Guns and Auto.
0-2 now.
Miners like a quick 7th and get back to hitting in the 8th. Be 6, 7, 8 in the order due up. 6 outs to go. I'd really like to be able to find a way to come back and win this one after losing last night to the Bucks.
Aaron putting that one a bit too far inside, made him lean back to avoid it. Now it's going to be 1-2. Same spot again, same result. 2-2 count. Pate Fullerton, the DH, sitting in the standby circle, hoping that he can have a man on base when he gets there. but he's not. He's gonna swing low there. Nakamura gets the tag. A no effort play. And now 2 down already.
Aaron's looked really solid on the pen. He hadn't pitched much this spring at Corbin University, but he looks like he's seasoned pro out there right now.
That that curveball has been absolutely deadly, especially. Nobody seems like they can time it up very well or see where it's going. You're gonna strike on the low inside corner there too. Start this one 0-1, trying to make it a very quick inning.
Aaron's spinning that breaking ball up there.
Bit outside on that one. 1-1 now.
Just missed off the edge. Fullerton, shorter left-handed bat, no batting gloves, throwback player.
That one's way high. Right after he got a great control on the first pitch, 2 outside and up. Balls now fall behind. Go with the safest zone with plenty of area for air around it. Gonna put that one right down the middle. 2-2 now.
Just off the edge.
He's loving his breaking ball though as his put-away pitch. Get low and you see him spinning like a top on the mound as he gets a man to walk to first. He put everything he had into that fastball, just a bit too low. And now that's going to bring up Patty McCormick. You know him for his bunt and his speed, but he would love to absolutely find a way to get more insurance. 1 run is nice, but it could disappear just like that, especially with the hitter like Sorelli coming up.
And now you product at the dish.
Nunez tracking it down, pointing it up. He missed that one. It's going to slip right past him. First error I've seen in a while from Ricky Nunez. And they have him caught in a pickle.
Run will score.
He's gonna fall. Aaron gets it himself. That's the final out, but gets the insurance run he wanted. An uncommon error in center field from Ricky Nunez allows him to score. 2-run lead now going into the top of the 8th inning, and the Miners absolutely need some powerful bats coming up. But we are gonna have to wait and see that after this short break. And we are back with only 6 outs remaining between the Chinooks and another win and the Miners and another loss. But luckily for them, they have some of their better batters coming up. Thompson, their DH, he's going to get a hold of that one. Hopefully it will fall. He's going to make a diving catch. Ran all the way up from left field. Johnny Graham has really been consistent out there, making sure that they don't get anything easy in his part of the outfield. But now that's going to bring up the absolute monster bat that is Nick Sorelli. You saw him pull it over the right field fence before. Sorelli looking to make it back-to-back homers if he can. Gonna get some contact on that one, but gonna count as a strike.
That ball brought to you by Bright Star Care.
It's really down 0-1 in the count. He golfed a home run just inside the right field foul pole last time.
This time it's going to be a line out to the same side, though. First baseman Joseph Keel said, "I will take that, sir." And that is 2 down, the top of the 8th. Coming up to bat now, Ricky Nunez.
Number 14, Ricky
Had the
Nunez.
error on that missed opportunity in center field. Could have been a 1-run game still. You know he's going to want to try and make up for it as soon as possible. This at-bat could be his greatest chance to do so.
He watches strike 1 there.
Gonna get him again with a check swing there on the bit of a slider to the outside. And now he's behind 0-2, 1 strike away from this going a 1-2-3 inning. Give a step off the mound for a second, readjust himself. Pemberthy. Maybe he needed a bit more adjustment, because that one was probably the furthest outside we've seen from him so far. Still pulling now over onto the opposite side of the batter's box.
Two and two.
3 in a row, just like it.
3-2 now. He's pulling him. Nunez trying to reach here. Full count, 2 away here at the top of the 8th.
And if Landers can get another triple, maybe that's another RBI. But right now, he needs to worry about this at-bat. Magno really stretching now, seeing that. Nunez sending that back, giving a gift to some kid in the crowd.
Brought to you by Scott Bleeker of Prime Lending.
He's going to be facing another 3-2. That one's going to be popped up again, a bit too far under it. Leo Harris looks like he wants it, but he's going to be called off instead. What an absolute grab. John Mark Mullins said, "I want this one instead." And that one is going to put them 3 outs away from winning, but they got to go back to bat first at the bottom of this 8th inning. And we will be right back with that right after this short break. We are back with more ABL baseball. Time running out for the Miners to create their first win of the season. But they're definitely going to try and make sure it's not going to get any harder than it already has. Bringing in another reliever, James Aaron. Great day at the office. Only one run allowed on an error. You can bring in Nate Bymill. Bymill on the first pitch, going to send it all the way back. And Ricky Nunez must have some sun in his eye because he missed that one absolutely. Just dropped to his left. His glove wasn't even near it.
Yeah, he saw it up there the whole way, and then it just faded.
Somebody needs to offer that man a pair of sunglasses.
He's got sunglasses on out there. You still can't see it.
Now batting for the Chinooks, a center fielder from the Masters College, number 10, Will Batts.
And you're going to see Will Batts, center fielder, coming up. Maybe he has double sunglasses that he could give Ricky just next time he heads out
do
there.
something right now.
Batts looking to drive in another run, make it an even harder climb. Only one hit so far on the game. Struck out swinging twice already. Sorry about that again, our second internet problem of the day, but right as we were about to leave, Bymill gives up another shot to center field for another potential out, and Nunez can't seem to see the ball out there. Another one drops in, giving them 2 more runs after he stole the second. It's going to be a tough game to end if they can't see the ball out there and get those easy flyouts, instead giving them plenty of base runners. Having a bit of a meeting right now with Bymill. Bymill's been hit off of pretty easy as well, but they shouldn't have become as many runners as they have.
Working, Nate. That's not on you, babe.
Now Nate's trying to get back into this one. A bit shaken, especially seeing all those balls drop in the outfield, but definitely not on Bymill himself.
Now batting for the Chinooks, catcher from Northwood, number 17, Matt Magno.
That one's going to go low. Magno again coming up to bat. They've had plenty of at-bats all around. This will be his 5th of the game. Gets another solid contact on that one. He's going to be easily thrown out there. Great one by Morozic to field that. First out finally here in the bottom of the 8th. Score now sits at 10-6.
Still a runner on third as well.
Now batting for the Chinooks, right fielder from Tarleton State University, number 25, Colby Ferris.
And now Colby Ferris looking to bring that man home. Only 90 feet to go. Sack, fly, anything through the kitchen would absolutely do it for him. Instead, he's going to take that one looking on the inside, ball 1.
Shoot, right now, a fly ball to center field might do it. I mean, I'm quite honestly surprised they haven't. I mean, you can't really delay the game, but something's got to happen. I mean, Nunez just cannot see the ball in center field.
There's another low ball, but this time he couldn't seem. Oh, he did seem to resist. They're going to say he didn't bring it all the way around. Ball 2. Bymill there.
Check swing.
Delivered it right through the zone. It's coming back.
Half that ball brought to you by
It's going to be 2-2 now. Bymill has a lot of top spin on a lot of his pitches, which makes it pretty hard to hit when he's feeling it. But when he's warming up right now as he's getting thrown into the fire, it can also be pretty tough on him. He's going to get him looking. What a second out there for Nate Bymill to get him down without even swinging the bat
Now
there.
batting for the Chinooks, first baseman from the University of Alabama, Birmingham, number 55, Joseph Keel.
Now Joseph Keel, first baseman, who was able to snag Sorelli's line out in the previous inning. Trying to get a big shot of his own. You can never have too much of a lead in baseball. Meal moves it a bit outside that time. Another solid shot. Is he able to pull this one in? That's a nice fly out. Finally out of this inning. Damage has been done though. 2 runs off of 2 center field balls that dropped past Ricky Nunez. And now it's a 4-run deficit that the Miners only have 3 outs to come over. We're going to see if they're going to be able to do it right after the short break. Be back here at Lee Jordan Field.
Leading off for the Miners in the top of the ninth inning.
The top of the ninth has finally come. It's witching hour for the Matsu Miners. Only 3 outs left, and they still have Pemberthy on the mound. Haven't been able to hit him too well. This one seems like it's dropped into center field. Can he see this one? No, he cannot. That one's going to fall as well. Center field is the bane of existence at this field.
It's not just the Nunez problem. I think you can see that right now. So the Miners finally catch a break. Look at that as an error. For the center fielder, for the Chinooks, out there is Will Batts. And I mean, it will go down as an error for him, but I mean, it's neither of the center fielder's fault. The ball, you just can't control it.
It's tough on such a clear day like this. The sun is always up around here usually, but it's coming down extra bright today. And
I want to have a word with whoever designed Lee Jordan Field to have the sun facing the outfielders. That's a bit of a weird concept.
That one's going to be underneath his legs. He's going to get an easy run to third. Morozic now going to be looking at a 1-0 count with a man only 90 feet away.
So Landers over at third. Morozic trying to bring him in. Miners down 4 here in the 10th. Or 4 here in the 9th.
They need 10 though.
Yeah.
Morozic gonna let that one go low too. Doesn't seem to be too aggressive or forcing anything in this at-bat, even though there's a possible RBI just right to his left. He's getting good choices on all of these.
3-0. I mean, at this point, you just need runners. If Morozic can reach without making it out, that's ideal.
Now it's set up Jared Sweeney. Standing over there right now in the standby circle. First strike finally called, though. Can't blame him for taking it. He's seen 3. He was hoping to see 4. That one is 4. He's going to walk over to first base. Runners standing on the corners now. Jared Sweeney walking up with 2 on the base path, hoping to create something for his offense.
All burgers and hot dogs are half off from now till the end of the game.
All burgers and hot dogs are half off now, or now for the rest of the game. Via the PA,
come in here and call this game for me while I grab a half
via the
price
PA,
hot dog.
and what I'm getting at is the pitcher on the mound for Chugiak. Pitcher on the mound, Pemberthy, is trying to get out of here as quick as possible, so him and his teammates can go take advantage of that.
Sweeney saw that one outside, but it's going to count as a strike. Tippett looking, now 0-1. Gets a hold of that one, but it's only going to go backwards to the left. 0-2 now. Possible chance for a first out of this inning. Pemberthy really wants to be able to get out of this. Does have a chance for the double play as well. Tries to pick him off instead. Morozic's a bit too quick on his feet for that one.
0-2 still on Sweeney.
Sweeney's going to let that one fall outside the zone. Good eye on that one. Standing behind him, you have Rother. Not taking any practice swings right now. He's really just watching, making sure that he's got a good eye, good idea of what's going on. Now he's taking the stance. Sweeney going to let that one go on the inside now.
It's in the dirt. Nice block by Magno.
Seeing him well. Magno's definitely had to put in plenty of work with his blocks today.
2-2. If Sweeney can somehow reach, all of a sudden a tying run in the form of Casey Rother comes in the on-deck circle.
Instead, he's trying to prolong this at-bat with another pickoff attempt at first for Morozic. Morozic not even a very surmountable leadoff off of first, but he still doesn't feel comfortable having him there. This time, it's going to bounce right over his head. Morozic's going to slide and take his legs out for a second. They hadn't been tagged yet, and now he's going to be called out.
They were going to get a run in there. Morozic was kind of confused. He never got tagged. He ran right into the fielder. Collision. Had he got up and touched the base, everybody would have been safe. There is an out recorded there. 10-7 now. Morozic, or rather, Sweeney reaches first.
Morozic got up a bit confused, almost like he was hoping for some defensive interference, just standing in the base path. But the bit of confusion allows for that first out. Sweeney does get to first. Casey Rother now. 3 runs behind, 1 out down. Gets below this one. How far will it go? It looks like it's going to fall into the right field. Can they see it there? Yes, they can. Put that one away. 1 out remaining. One out stands between Chugiak and a 2-0 start on the season, as well as the Miners 0-2. Not the start that they want, but it's not over yet. They still have the bat awaiting of Mike Ferreira. Gonna let that one fall outside. That one's gonna be another pop-up. Can they see it? That's the real question. He can! That is the end of the ball game. No bottom of the 9th needed, as Chugiak is going to pull this one out in a 10-7 victory. An absolute shootout in the middle innings of this game, but quite a win, especially when you consider how many arms they had to go through on the side of Chugiak. Reese, any takeaways from this game?
Miners, they got kind of caught up in those errors. Obviously, the 3 big balls hit the center field that weren't caught made the lead more than it would be. I think they got a lot out of their relief pitching today. A lot of, I believe it was 3 or 4 unearned runs tagged against them. Santier gave up, I believe, 7. So I thought the bullpen was actually pretty good, but I mean, you can't give up 10 runs and win a lot of games. So now they're 0-2. Obviously, still searching for that first win. Day off tomorrow. Maybe that'll get them refreshed. They play the Anchorage Bucks at home on Tuesday. So hopefully they can get back, or they can get on track rather there. It'll be a big game for them to see if they can pull that out. But yeah, we'll be back here on air Tuesday night. I'll have the call. Sean will be doing color. And, yeah, hopefully the Miners can come out with their first win of the year.
More talent coming in tonight for the Miners as well. Learning experiences, but thank you all so much for tuning into this broadcast from Lee Jordan Field. Like he said, I'm Sean Neef alongside Reese Lannon, and we will be back very soon.